Also, the Golden State Warriors lost at home to the Phoenix Suns. And they had a tribute video to Kevin Durant. Marvin has been hot on this story that he thinks Kevin Durant should have his jersey retired by Golden State. And I go, what was he there, 3 years?
Yeah, but what did he do in those 3 years? You're acting like it was Sean Livingston. No disrespect, but like he was a really important player to that team, but he wasn't KD.
What's it take to get your jersey retired nowadays?
Finals MVP.
That's it. So Andre Iguodala deserves to get his jersey retired.
Without question.
Okay.
And he was a big part of those 4 championship teams also.
Okay. Kevin Durant played 208 games for the Warriors.
And what a run.
Okay. All right. My bar is a little bit higher when it comes to retiring a jersey. Oklahoma City wants to do that for KD. I'm okay with that. Golden State?
But he was the best player on 2 championship teams.
No.
Steph
allowed him to be the best player.
He allowed who? Kevin Durant?
Yes.
No, he didn't allow.
Yeah, he
Kevin
did.
Durant got on the floor and he was the best player.
Steph had to do what Dwayne Wade did in Miami with LeBron. He allowed him to come into his team.
You know what?
What?
Wade and Steph, it was their franchise.
They deferred. They were the team players. Steph was averaging 30 before Durant came in.
Kevin Durant could average 50 if he felt like it.
Yeah, all right.
He's the greatest offensive player who's ever lived.
Why didn't he average 50 in Brooklyn?
Because he's a team player.
Look, Durant is fascinating. He really is. He's unstoppable.
He's the greatest offensive weapon who's ever lived.
No, he's not.
Ever.
No. First of all, Wilt Chamberlain's the greatest offensive player of all time.
He was playing against white guys named...
Why's it got to be a white guy?
And Bill Russell.
Exactly. He had 55 rebounds on on Bill Russell.
And I meant to say like plumbers. Like six guys were at 6'5". Bill Russell was 6'7". He was down.
Oh, you J.J. Redick now? What are you doing calling out the plumbers and mailmen who had second jobs so they could keep the NBA alive?
Erroneous.
And Kareem is the greatest scorer of all time. He was unstoppable. No one could stop Kareem. The skyhook could not be stopped. Correct?
Oh, you're right.
Okay.
But
that makes him the most unstoppable offensive weapon of modern NBA.
But who could stop Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant.
Yes, Paulie.
How about this? Is it fair to say if the Warriors had not gotten over the top and not had a title, and Kevin Durant showed up and was one of the guys who led him there, it would be viewed differently?
Yes.
But he wasn't. They had a title.
Kevin Durant should have knocked off Golden State when he was at Oklahoma City. He didn't. He left. He knew he couldn't win a title with those guys, so he went to win a title with Golden State. Was he great? Absolutely.
Like, you can make the case that Kawhi Leonard going to Toronto for that short period of time.
Does he get his jersey retired?
Yes.
Yeah. He maybe has more of a case.
Is Fred VanVleet going to get his number retired in Toronto?
If you win a Finals MVP, jersey's retired. I don't know anything about anything else.
Paulie, look at Finals MVPs, and let me see how many of those guys have their jersey retired.
Checking.
Yeah. DP, I can't believe you.
Why? It feels like you got poor Jimmy Johnson can't get in the Cowboys Ring of Fame, Ring of Honor, and we're going to give Kevin Durant retire his jersey.
That's ridiculous. That's even more ridiculous.
I know. Yes, Paulie.
Andre Iguodala has it. Finals MVP for the Golden State
Cornbread
Warriors.
Maxwell, Cedric Cornbread Maxwell with the Celtics. Jersey retired?
It is retired, yes.
Should it be?
Yes.
No. Come on.
Yes.
No.
Larry Bird scored 8 points in an NBA Finals game.
Chauncey Billups for the Detroit Pistons, 2004 Finals MVP.
Retire his jersey, Marvin?
Yes. Everyone you say, the answer is going to be yes. So.
All right. We'll talk about this later. All right? We'll talk about this later. I'm going to take you out on the court and school you.
Like Chauncey Billups did Gary Payton in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
And he's got his jersey retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Take that, man.
Will Chamberlain. He's the greatest ever. And Bob Cousy was the Houdini of the hardwood at that point.
He was.
And everything evolved.
Yes.
And now you have Kevin Durant. And now you have Victor Wembanyama, who's Kevin Durant, probably on steroids.
Why are you all fired up?
I'm just shocked. I'm shocked.
I set the bar a little bit high. Like, what's it mean to get your jersey retired? Like, who should get their jersey retired? How long should you play for a team?
That means you've had such an impact on the franchise and what you did. And maybe there might be guys that were just there for a long time.
Do you think the Warriors could have won another title without Kevin Durant?
But they did.
Yes, exactly. So that hurts his case.
I didn't say he was the greatest player. Where I wasn't putting him up there with Michael Jordan or whatever, but
I don't know. Next, you're going to want a statue of him.
Oh, I didn't say statue's a whole different animal.
Should my sport coat be retired by ESPN?
And also, without question.
Okay.
But you're not Kevin. You helped build that place.
Yes, I did.
You didn't get there, and you were like, oh,
yes, that's right. I did.
I didn't go and join ESPN.
Right. Like,
I helped make ESPN.
Right.
I could say, okay, in that
the P in ESPN is for Patrick. Just letting you know. Yes, Paul.
it would be like Craig Kilborn coming to ESPN after you and Oberman built up SportsCenter after Bob Lee and those
Craig
guys.
Does Craig Kilborn get his sport coat retired?
Shorter run.
Kilby.
Great run.
Does he?
Does he get his sport coat retired?
Yeah.
I don't know Craig Kilborn like that.
Okay.
I don't even remember him on SportsCenter, to be honest.
He was very good. He was very talented.
Okay.
But he had a shorter run.
I know you. I know Berman. I know Stuart Scott, Rich.
Yeah, booyah. All right.
Bob Lee.
Bob Lee deserves his sport coat retired.
Yeah.
They should put it up there, in somewhere where they just have all of our sport coats there.
But you guys have statues. We were just talking about a jersey retirement.
Should I get a statue?
Why not?
They don't have statues.
Start building them, Bristol. They have them.
They should have Bob Lee, Chris Berman, and Tom Mees together, and that should be the statue.
And then you and Keith should be at a desk somewhere.
No.
And then Stu should have something.
I don't want a statue. I don't want a building named after me.
You don't want it, but it's going to happen.
Well, yeah. You know what? Posthumously. Yeah. When I'm dead, they're going to be like, oh, man, we really loved him. Did you? Maybe my wife and kids can show up. That'll be nice. Maybe they do a walk of fame there where I get to show up and put my handprint there. There's a star or something. Yes, Todd?
Did they ever consider calling the SportsCenter studios the Big Show studios? I know how
no.
sensitive they were to that.
No. They weren't going to do that.